All right, good morning, everybody. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. I want to wrap up the Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers game last night, and hopefully this is the last time we see the Denver Broncos on national television for a while. I mean, it just can't happen again. You know, this was a frustrating game all across the board for anybody who had any fantasy stock outside of Austin Eckler last night. It was just a complete abomination, you know, starting with Russell Wilson. Listen, if you have Russell Wilson, you have to bench him outright. You know, I mean, it's getting beyond ridiculous. It's not working. This offense is completely broken. As a matter of fact, you have to bench every single Denver Broncos player except for Courtland Sutton, and Sutton is now dropping to wide receiver 3 territory. You know, Russell Wilson started this game red hot. He threw a touchdown pass in the first quarter. I believe he completed his first 10 passes. But then after halftime, only 15 passing yards total. Just had the one touchdown, 15 fantasy points. It's just absolutely insane how bad this offense is and how horribly Wilson is playing. And I've said it many times, his lack of speed now, his drop in speed and athleticism at the age of 33 or 34, however old he is now making him a pocket passer, and that's the opposite of what makes Russell Wilson tick in terms of a fantasy football asset. And then how about Justin Herbert? Throws over 50 passes and not a single touchdown, breaks his touchdown streak last night. So if you had Herbert, just more frustration. He has not looked right since the rib fracture, so that's an issue there as well. And then the running game. So 15 carries for Latavius Murray for the Denver Broncos yesterday. Melvin Gordon just sat back and watched this. He only had 3 carries for 8 yards. So, and this is what's interesting today to me. Melvin Gordon is good enough to take carries away from Javonte Williams, but not good enough to take carries away from Latavius Murray. It just makes no sense. It's beyond infuriating, frustrating, whatever negative adjective you want to use. That's where we are with this team. And, you know, listen, Latavius Murray has done some good things in the past. I get it, but he's an older back. You know, even if you had Mike Boone, you'd rather see him in there than Latavius Murray. What I will say, though, is Austin Eckler was phenomenal. Again, he scored a rushing touchdown. Still not doing much on the ground, but he caught 10 more passes. He's on pace for 116 catches. That's just insane production. Only an injury is going to stop Austin Eckler right now, who's gone nuclear the last 3 weeks. Listen, he's been worth every penny you paid for him in the draft, you know, this past summer. The receiving game, Mike Williams, he's now got 3 games of 100-plus yards and 3 below 30 yards. It's, you know, only caught 2 passes last night. Listen, he had Patrick Surtain. People were asking me yesterday to start him, whether to start him or not, and I said no if you had a better alternative because of Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain is probably right there with Jalen Ramsey as the best cover corner, and Darius Slay is the best cover corner in the league, and this is always something that you can't overlook in fantasy football. You know, we saw CeeDee Lamb struggle against Darius Slay. We saw Mike Williams struggle tremendously against Surtain. You know, he really needs Keenan Allen to get back. Josh Palmer had a good day, but Palmer is now pretty much useless with Keenan Allen getting ready to return. Greg Dulcich, you know, he has 70+% snap share for the Broncos, the rookie tight end from UCLA. He's got a lot of athleticism. He caught the touchdown from Wilson, was targeted again later in the game in the red zone. So maybe we got to look at him possibly. But again, you really just don't want anybody in this Broncos offense. That's how bad it is. All right, hit that subscribe, hit that notification button. Thank God this game is over. More videos on the way soon.